Hello everybody, welcome to another day of vlog, hanging out. Dog is drinking. Why does he always start drinking as soon as I turn the camera on? Wait. Alright, it's like 11 o'clock right now. Just posted my video about finding out that I have lupus. Some nice comments. And I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat some lunch. For breakfast I had a banana and like a baked cottage cheese oatmeal thing. Well, it's supposed to be like a muffin recipe, but I just baked it in the, I think, an 8x8 pan and then cut it into squares, and then I just kind of warm it up and eat it. Just because I have to take my drugs now, like first thing in the morning, otherwise it messes with my sleep. But you can't take it on an empty stomach because it hurts and you can get nauseous and then throw up and stuff, and that's not good. So you got to take it with food. So I made that baked oatmeal and I had a little piece of that this morning with my meds and a banana, and I'm hungry now. But an hour or two ago I made a new favorite of mine, like a new recipe favorite that I'm really obsessed with. It's called, I think it's a New York Times recipe. It's called the Greek goddess dip, and I don't pay for a New York Times subscription, okay? I just like I took a screenshot of the recipe on archive.is, I think, and now I just have that recipe. I didn't pay. Sorry, I'm not paying for your subscription, New York Times. I can't afford it, but I want your recipes. Sorry, I'm a bad person, but it's really, really good. Basically, you just throw in herbs, garlic, supposed to be green onions, but I didn't have any today, so I did some chives from the garden, and then a tiny bit of red onion for that more punchiness. Lemon juice. What do we put in there? Parsley, cilantro, basil, and dill. And then feta cheese and Greek yogurt, and then salt to taste. Oh, I also threw in half an avocado I had sitting in the fridge just because it needs to be used. I just thought I'd show you what the like baked oatmeal looks like. Yeah, it's just in a pan, okay? It's really tasty. It's oats, cottage cheese, eggs, banana, baking powder, baking soda, cinnamon, salt. You bake it. I put a couple little chocolate chips on top because I wanted to make it fun, okay? And I did, and it's delicious. But yeah, like I said, I'll put the recipe down below if you want to try it because it's pretty yummy. I'm gonna wrap this back up because I'm too lazy to completely wrap this up separately. Back to the fridge for tomorrow's breakfast. I thought that the prednisone was gonna make me more ravenously hungry because that's the kind of experience that I read about most people having when they take prednisone. And maybe it's just because it's still kind of early. I don't know, like how fast would that effect happen? But I feel less hungry, if anything, which might just be stress from the diagnosis. Like, I don't know, but I think for lunch, I just want to have a bagel, a sesame bagel, toasted, maybe a little butter on it, and then I want to dunk it in the dip. So that's what we're gonna have. Bagels. Found you. Dip. Every once in a while, like I hate these bagels. Like when I moved to the US, it was so strange to me to find that they put their bagels in the fridge in the grocery store. Like if you're just buying a grocery store bagel, you can find them in the bread aisle and you can also find them in the fridge. What's up with that? Why are we refrigerating bagels? Then they get all like hard. I don't know. But I guess once you toast them, it's okay. I miss a really good bagel. It's hard to find a good bagel in my area. There was a place in Minneapolis, I want to say in like the North Loop, called Rise Bagels, and their bagels are pretty darn tasty. I like that, but that is way too far away for me to be going there getting some bagels. And of course, I could make my own bagels, but we know I'm not going to be doing that. So we're going to stick with our refrigerated weird bagels. Oh yeah, I also want to dye my hair today. Flippy ears, flippy ears. Another thing, okay. You guys know I've been breaking dishes left and right. The heavy ceramic bowls, I just like drop them in the sink all the time and they break because I never realized the reason I drop stuff all the time is just because of like a little bit of muscle weakness in my hands from the lupus, okay? Sorry, I am probably going to be talking about lupus a lot frequently in the upcoming future. I'll try not to too much, but you know, when you start to like put all the pieces together and realize things, you're like, oh, okay, this all makes a lot of sense. So I went old school, everyone. We're now a Corel household again. You know, I remember these being very durable when I was a kid, and they still are to this day. Grant doesn't really like how like thin they are, but they are so strong and they're so light. I haven't dropped them at all yet, even washing. I got little tiny bowls for like dips and snacks. And then they're cereal bowl size. And then because Grant was like, that is not big enough for a bowl, for a dinner bowl, I was like, well, no, it's a cereal bowl. Then I got some of the dinner bowls. They're like 28 ounces, I want to say, something like that. And then just the classic baby plate, big plate. So good. I'm so happy with it. Because we straight up were down to one big plate, one bowl, and I think like a couple small plates with chips in them. Because I kept dropping them. Also today I'm having like a lot of chest pain and like shortness of breath, which is it's nothing new for me. You gotta be toastier, come on, toastier. So yeah, that's like not a new symptom for me, but now I'm like always wondering at what point when I'm like having consistent pains and things, like when do I need to go see the doctor again to be like, hey, is something going on? Because now I know that there actually could be a reason and I'm not just making it up, you know what I mean? It's so hard navigating this life now. Like I said, I want to dye my hair today. It's something that I've been putting off for a really, really long time because the whole process of dyeing your hair is exhausting, to be frank, especially for me, which is why I kept putting it off for so long. But now I have like gray hairs like down to here. And not that there's anything wrong with that. It's totally fine. But I was like, I want to dye my hair. I'm feeling like it. So I went for... Should I tell you? Yeah, I have to tell you because you're gonna hang out with me while I dye my hair. I got a brown that's like a light violet, so it's slightly purpley brown. I don't know. We'll see how it looks on my hair. I'll do a test strand, okay? Don't worry, just to see if it looks okay. But I ordered that and it should be coming today because I needed to do something to make me feel good. I felt like I needed a little self-care style moment, a little self-care moment. I wanted to like, you know, stop looking at my hair every time I brush it and go, oh my God, so many grays. There's just too many. If they could all be gray, that'd be fine, but they're not. So I want to say bye-bye to those bad boys. Okay, whatever. Hurry up, bagel. Oh, I forgot I was just doing a little bit of an extra toast. Oopsie. She's very toasty now. Ow, ow, ow. That's a hot ass bagel. A buttered bagel. You guys go through those phases like I do where every once in a while just like buttered toast or a buttered bagel just hits so hard. So good. Oh, love it. And maybe I put a little too much butter on. Sue me. You can't. And now that this has been sitting in the fridge for a couple hours, it's all like marinated and delicious and the garlic has definitely taken over. Every time I make this, I do it a little bit differently. Like I put in a different amount of herbs and stuff. And this time I went pretty herb heavy. It's pretty tasty, you guys. Am I gonna eat a ton of it? Honestly, yeah, I probably am. It's just herbs and Greek yogurt with some cheese in it. It feels healthy to me. That's so good! Make it easier for dipping. A dippy bagel. Hot butter toasty bagel. We'll do a good dip. The dip itself is so flavorful that the bagel is just straight up a vehicle for dip delivery. I could just eat the dip with a spoon on its own, but I like the texture of a bagel, okay? Bagel texture, key. Delicious. It's also super, super good to dip veggies in. Peppers, cucumbers, radishes, celery, carrots. It's just a really good ass dip, okay? I'm gonna write the recipe in the description for you. Hey y'all, guess what arrived? The hair dye is here, and I did a test strand, and it's fine. It'll do. It'll be the slight change that I kind of want. I don't know if you can even see, because I can't really see in the camera right now. Well, maybe you can see it a little bit. I did like up here, this section. It's supposed to be a 6NV, 6 neutral violet. I don't care what it's going to do to the blonde. I simply do not care about filling that with another color beforehand. It'll just be what it is. Maybe it'll be like gray. I don't care, that's fine. But I think it'll be great. We'll get some gray coverage and it'll be fine. I think it's definitely comes off a bit more warm than neutral. Maybe I should have gone for the 6 cool violet if there was one. I don't know, whatever, it's fine. If I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it and then I'll be sad and regret it. So I've got this shitty little t-shirt that is way too small for me that I never wear because I feel like a friggin' Stay Puft Marshmallow in it. So we're gonna wear this and we're gonna get it all hair dye colored. One thought I was having, I was like, maybe if I feel like getting technical, I have, I think a 1 shade darker, like a 5 something of a brown. And maybe if I'm feeling like it, I'll mix up the rest of that just to do my roots so they're a little bit darker so it don't have that like, you know, the classic lighter at the top hair dye thing. But I don't know if I care that much right now. You know what I mean? Don't know if I care that much. I think we're just gonna kind of roll with it, rockin' and rollin'. So this is what we're using. I used the same brand last time when I dyed my hair and I really liked it. The stink is very strong, but I think we can manage. And let's just get this done because I'm really tired today and I need to have a nap. So you and me together, we're gonna dye my hair and it's gonna go just fine like it always does. Somehow it always manages to turn out like pretty okay, right? Can you see it? I'm excited to look back on editing to see if you can like actually see the difference. I really feel like it's definitely not neutral on me. It's pretty warm looking, but what are we gonna do? My hair likes to lift warm. Okay, I got 2 tubes because I have thick hair. Well, I usually have thick hair. I don't have that thick of hair right now, but let's mix up our potion, shall we? 47. All right, here we go. Taking bets on what atrocious color you think the blonde is gonna turn out to be. And it burns the eyes already. Okay, I'm really glad so far that I bought 2 tubes because already 1 is like halfway gone just doing the underside. So that's that was a good call on our part. The blonde is kind of a fun color right now. I wish it would stay like that. I know it won't, but we can dream. Saturation is the name of the game. We want more, not less. We want as much product as we can get in this hair. All right, hair is, I hope, saturated. I always start to panic towards the end that I'm like missing spots, and I definitely used every single drop of the product. So note to self, in the future, get 3 just in case, because it was cutting it close. How did I get my whole head with just 2 tubes in the past? Oh, I didn't do the underside of my hair. That would be it. The blonde though was like straight up violet purple the last I looked at it, which is kind of exciting. And then my roots were definitely getting a little light. So I guess, I don't know, we'll see how that turns out. And if I want to, if we feel like we have the energy and we need to in the future, we can get a level or 2 darker and like darken up the roots so it looks a little more natural and not like that hot roots bleached at home hair dye, you know what I mean? Or not bleached. Not that hot roots dyed at home hair dye job. You know what I mean? So I have this timer set And I'm just gonna hang out and then I'm gonna shower and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. The dye, I definitely for sure 100%. I got it all over my neck, all over my arms, all over my face, but I think I feel like you can't even really tell right now because you know what helped? Dawn Power Wash. Yeah, I sprayed my whole body with Dawn Power Wash and lightly scrubbed with some paper towel and it just, you can't even tell anymore, but we'll see when I get out of the shower. So I'll check back in with you guys once that's done, and I'm so looking forward to having dinner and a nap. All right, you guys ready to see the hair? In 3, 2, 1. Here she is. Let me put this here and I'm gonna kneel down because I'm tired after blow drying my hair. I'm pretty happy with it. I thought I was gonna hate it a lot more because the test strand was looking more like warm, kind of reddish almost, but I love what it did to the blonde underneath. I know that's gonna fade so fast into probably like the muddiest purple, but I don't even care. I think it's really cute. I'm really happy with it. I feel like it might make my shitty haircut stand out a little bit more, but don't care, don't care. But yeah, I'm much happier now that my hair is, you know, mostly one solid color instead of like 18 different colors like it was. It was like roots, grays, grown out, old dye, blonde underneath, and it was just a mess. And now it's this. And I just realized, I don't know if this is just like a subconscious thing, but no, it couldn't have been because I didn't even know this until like yesterday. I'm in my purple, my extra loving purple era, which I always have loved purple so much. And I feel like in the spring, I want to be like a pink girl. And then in like fall, end of summer, I want to be purple and like for winter. And so I'm wearing purple jammies, little purple jammy set. Sorry, I'm wearing a terrible bra. A little purple jammy set. I just dyed my hair like a purplish color, and my sun jacket that I bought was purple also. And purple is the color that like is the lupus color, you know what I mean? You know, people have like little ribbons and stuff for cancer and things. Purple is lupus's color. Did my brain know that and I didn't really remember until yesterday, or I don't know. But it feels a little bit cringy. I didn't do it on purpose. Not that it matters or anything, but aw, I'm quite happy with this. Maybe it doesn't look as good, but what I'm seeing in the viewfinder right here, you guys, is looking cute. It's looking cute. So that's the hair journey. And now I have fresh hair for a little while until is that a fruit tree? What kind of tree is that? The hell? I never noticed this tree to have fruit on it. It looks like an apple tree? That's like orangey red. No, ain't no way. That's too tall to be an apple tree. Bizarre. I'm gonna have to walk past that tree and check it out. Fresh hair for a little bit. And for my birthday day. I mean, yesterday was my actual birthday. Not gonna lie, had a really, really rough day because Grant was gone all day for an event he had to be at. And so I was just alone. I went to work, I came home, and then I was on doggy duty, which I will say is so much nicer and way more tolerable now that we have a fence, because I can just do shorter walkies and let them just do so much sniffing, as much sniffing as they want, and then we just run around and play and train in the backyard and have a good time like that. Oh yeah, so I was alone yesterday, and I was having a real hard time, and I don't know if I was just being like, my emotions were being manipulated by the prednisone, but I was so teary and just sad, and I don't know if maybe it just like really hit me because I've kind of just been on autopilot since I had to continue going to work every day and doing all that. And yesterday I got home and I didn't really have to do anything, you know, like I didn't have work again the next day. And so I was able to just like sit with my thoughts, I guess. And I got really sad. And then I was watching House, and there was an episode where a guy has like a service dog, and then the guy dies and he's like, will you put the dog on my bed with me? And then like I started crying because I'm like, now the dog isn't gonna have his friend anymore. But then in the show, spoiler alert, the dog dies too because the dog ate the ivermectin, and it's the kind of breed that can't have ivermectin. Right away, I caught that before they even talked about it on the show because I used to have an Australian Shepherd, so I know these things. But yeah, then I was crying because the dog died, and I was like, oh my God. And I was like, Tara, it's just an actor dog, it's okay. I was having a rough one. And I was just very teary. Anyway, so tomorrow, Grant will be home. He took the Monday off. So we get to hang out tomorrow for post-birthday celebrations. And I requested that, this is really silly. I want to go to Perkins for breakfast, okay? Because I've never been, and I just really want like a chain dinery type breakfast with like a coffee, like a crappy coffee in a white mug. You know what I mean? That's what I want, and like pancakes and sausage and eggs, and yeah, that's what I want. So that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. And then I don't maybe one other little thing after, but I haven't decided yet. I don't have any money, but I want to go cruise around like Home Goods and Marshalls just for fun. Just window shopping, you know. Maybe it's a bad idea though. But that's what we're doing tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. And now I have fresh, pretty hair for it. Hello everyone, it's the next day and it's morning time and I'm getting ready to go have breakfast at Perkins, which I'm way too excited about. I've turned the straightener on. I'm like, what are we gonna do? Do I want to just do straight? You know what, yesterday when I blow dried my hair, I kind of really was enjoying the like straight and then like a severe flip at the end, you know? It felt like kind of retro and cool, so maybe that's what's gonna happen. I can't stop singing that about Clemmy, especially when she's all cute and she's sleeping on my lap. And I'm like, what a stinky little baby. That song, that's like all over Instagram. It's actually Pretty Little Baby, but I can't stop singing it as Stinky Little Baby for Clemmy, because she is my stinky little baby. He's doing a chow chow, I'm getting cute. What should I wear to breakfast? And then after breakfast, I just want to go to, I requested that we go to Aldi. Yeah, this is what I want to do on my birthday. Go out for breakfast at Perkins and then go to Aldi because I want to get some stuff to make like banh mi bowls for lunch/dinner. And I think that's just going to be delicious. And Aldi's the perfect place to buy those ingredients because everything's going to be affordable. Thank goodness, because my paycheck still has not gone through. So I still have like, I think I checked this morning, there was $30 in my bank account. Whoopsie. He's done showering. This means we get to go soon. I didn't put any product in my hair before I started this, so this is just gonna go completely flat as soon as I step outside because it's really humid out. That's okay. Let's put on some of this. Ooh, ah. I love this shit. It feels so good on your face, especially in like summer. I think you guys know, in the winter, this is the moisturizer that I like to use, but it's pretty expensive and also it's really thick. But I mean, I've had this since before Christmas and I have enough until Christmas, so I still have this much left. But it's so thick and rich. It really is like a very ultra hydrating moisturizer. Also, magnetic little top. That's luxury. But in the summer, I really, my skin does not want moisturizer in the summer. So we'll just do a little serum and then some sunscreen on top. Moist. This is my sunscreen. My rheumatologist recommended. I really like it. I just like over apply now because I'm scared. All right. We are sunscreened, moisturized. Let's do lip smoothie. The stuff is, I love this shit. I'm very easy on the products that I use. They tend to last me a really long time. And then let's do a mascara. A little bit of mascara. Wonder if I can see in this mirror. Nope. Stinky little baby. Also, we did have a casualty to the hair dye experience. I accidentally dyed my shower curtain. Oh well, just a little purple spot. Man, I am dewy as hell right now. Okay, I can't move my eyes because my eyelashes will touch my cheeks and we'll get black spots. Are you guys ready to see my birthday cake this year? Dun 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 dun! Yay! I love it so much. I'm very wondering if the people who decorated it know what lupus is and if they thought it was funny. Because it's not as funny as like those cakes that's like congrats on the herpes, you know what I mean? It's not as funny as that, but it's funny to me and I love it. Happy birthday to me! I did indeed enjoy some ice cream cake just now. That was delicious. And maybe unpopular opinion, this is my favorite part. Licking out the bowl at the end when it's like just a little bit of melted ice cream mixed with that delicious, weird, creamy, fake frosting around the outsides. Like that border frosting is my favorite. I want like I want my cake next year, the whole top to just be covered in rosettes of that stuff. I love it. It tastes like birthday candles. Tastes like fiery wax. I love it. We did indeed go out for Perkins. I forgot to show you my little outfit that I decided to wear. Not that it's like anything cool or cute or different from what I usually wear, but I just went with this cute little shirt and some jeans, some light jeans that are actually just really dirty by accident. I didn't realize, but it's okay because we were at Perkins. And the breakfast was indeed exactly what I wanted. Just like chain restaurant coffee in a white mug, so good, with 2 of those little table creams. And then I got a huge breakfast potatoes, sausage, bacon, eggs, pancakes, French toast. I really just wanted 1 pancake. So then we brought the rest of the pancakes and French toast home, but I did eat everything else. I was shocked, but it was delicious. Let me show you the cute little gifts that Grant got me for my birthday. So I got 2 really sweet little gifts for my birthday this year. And I love them very much. This one's really, I mean, they're both really cool, but like I'm very excited about this one because it's an activity. Look how cute this is. It's like put together like this little miniature house and it's got like little LED light in it. How freaking cute is that? I'm gonna have so much fun putting this bad boy together. It's gonna be amazing. I'm so excited. That's so cute. This is right up my alley. Also my flowers. I got flowers for my birthday too. And then my other little gifty that I got was, this is pretty niche. This is pretty sewing related. This little guy, look at him. He's called a sewing bird. And then, so if you're like, you need to do something that sometimes when you're doing hand sewing things that feel like you need 3 hands, he's your 3rd hand. He holds the fabric in his little beak, and then you can use your other hand to like hold the fabric, and then you can do like your hand sewing, and it just makes it so much easier. And he's got a little pin cushion thingy here, and then he just like tightens, just like a little vise. So freaking cute. Honestly, even if I didn't sew, that's the kind of cute little shit that I would just want to have for fun. He's so cute. I'm just gonna lick out my ice cream bowl, watch some vlogs on YouTube, and walk dogs again, and that's probably all I'm gonna be doing for the day because I'm getting a little tired already. And now that I know that it's normal that I'm feeling tired like this, I'm so much nicer to myself about just like hanging out on the couch sometimes. If I'm like, I need a little break to just watch TV, I will, and I don't feel guilty about it, which is really nice. On those rare days that I do have energy, I tend to overdo it, as one does, because you're like, oh, I feel great, oh my gosh, I can do all these things, but then you're kind of just like, yeah? Just like depleting the tank and kind of making things worse overall. So I'm trying to learn to still just take it a little bit easy, even on those days when I feel really good and energized. I know, me too. It's hard to learn. So yeah, everything is learning. I feel like I've been filming a lot. This video might be really, really long once I go to edit, so I'm probably gonna end it here. And I will see you guys next week in another video. I have no idea what we will be doing or what will be going on, but we will see. Okay. By the way, my paycheck finally got approved for deposit. Yay, I have money again, temporarily for a little bit. I gotta pay the mortgage. Okay, whatever. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.